Hello everyone, Lytro Storm here, and today we're continuing What If Hercule Was a Saiyan? This is part 6, so make sure you've checked out the rest of the series before you watch this one. The links will be in the description and comments section. And if you need to catch up, also check it out again. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into the Universe 6 saga now. Beerus and Champa begin having a scuffle about planet Earth. Champa believes it's unfair for Beerus to have one while the one in Universe 6 is left in ruin. And so, they agree on a tournament, with Beerus asking Goku to select the roster of 4 fighters to fight for Universe 7. Beerus has already chosen Monaka in order to motivate Goku, Vegeta, and Hercule, who is now training with Whis, and show them that they aren't nearly as strong as they think they are. The obvious choices for the team would be Goku, Vegeta, Hercule, and Piccolo. They decide to train in the time chamber to boost themselves up before the tournament, with Piccolo opting out as he did in canon. But with 3 people going in this time, the time would be cut down from 3 days to 2 due to the food rations running out quicker. But this is still a lot for them to train, allowing Hercule to grow a massive amount and unlock God Ki as well. It does make Vegeta and Goku slightly weaker though, and Hercule just isn't on their level yet. They all pass the exams for the tournament, and Goku goes up first to fight Votamo. I don't feel like harping on in the fights, as I cover them in almost every series, so I'm just gonna give brief explanations for the ones that stay the same. Goku beats Votamo, then loses to Frost Poison after making him use his final form. Frost then goes up against Piccolo, who does a little better than he did in canon, but still loses due to the poison as well. Vegeta wants to dispose of Frost for cheating after Jocko and the referee discover this, but Hercule wants to go instead, as if the Universe 6 guys keep getting stronger, he's not going to stand a chance in later fights. So, he sees that Frost is very weakened from his 2 fights, and decides that he can take him down instead of letting him be eliminated for breaking rules. Vegeta allows it, as Hercule can finally be useful for once, so he goes in and beats the brakes off of Frost in his base form. He then criticizes him for using underhanded tactics, but everyone that knows Hercule kind of feels like he's just putting on a show. They all know that he's not exactly the cleanest of fighters either. But regardless, Hercule wins and sees Videl being proud of him nonetheless. The next opponent is Cabba, whom Hercule can tell isn't a pushover. This kid is even stronger than he is, by quite a bit as well. And because he's a Saiyan, Hercule thinks he's screwed if he lets him transform, so he quickly attacks using Super Saiyan 2, pummeling Cabba to the ground. Goku and the gang are kinda disappointed by this, as they were hoping to see if Cabba could transform to make the fight a little more fair. Hercule himself is even a bit curious as to why the kid hasn't yet, but he won't let it show. He continues to beat Cabba and eliminates him while he stays in his base form. They announce Hercule's victory, and Cabba walks back to the stand with Automagetta stepping up next. During the fight, Vegeta stares Cabba down from across the podiums, and Cabba takes notice. Vegeta tilts his head and walks off, prompting Cabba to follow. He does so, and he then insults Cabba for being so weak as to get ambushed and not transform in time to save himself. But the young Saiyan reveals that he actually can't transform. Vegeta is surprised by this fact and decides to teach him how by threatening his home world. He beats him up and tells him that he needs to strive to master the form and achieve Super Saiyan 2, which is what Hercule used to body him. Cabba thanks him for this, and Vegeta walks away back to his stand. By now the fight is finished, but I'll explain what happened. Hercule had been losing to Magetta, even with Super Saiyan 2 continuing to get pushed harder and harder by the Metal Man. The lava and heat brought out by Magetta only made it harder to fight back for Hercule, but he continued to press on. Videl cheered him on all the way, wanting her father to win the fight for them, and eventually the heat filling the arena stoked the flames inside Hercule, which led to him unlocking the Super Saiyan God form. Goku is happy to see his old friend achieve the same form that he and Vegeta did, and Hercule smiles as he prepares to continue the fight. But now the fire no longer affects him as much, as he easily parries and counters all of Magetta's attacks. He eventually takes him out of the ring, feeling extremely accomplished with himself before reverting to his base form. Hercule requests some waiting time before the next match, and the referee agrees since Magetta's whole thing was wearing Hercule down. So he walks back to the Universe 7 stand. As he sits down, Whis taps him with his staff, healing him up to full strength and telling him to continue fighting. Hercule looks at him with a pretty upset face, as he just wanted to rest for a bit, but he gets up and heads back into the arena to face off against Hit. But this doesn't really go too well, as Hercule lacks the strength to stand up against Hit in any meaningful way. So he ends up getting badly defeated, allowing Vegeta to go next. But now Vegeta has some insight into Hit's fighting style, so he's able to counter it a little better, even though he's a bit weaker. However, at the end, he does still end up losing as he did in the show, causing Goku to step up and fight Hit the same way he did in canon. During their fight, Goku uses the Kaioken times 10 and is able to overpower Hit, but jumps off and lets him win. Hit then fakes a loss to Monaka in the next round, and Beerus wins the Super Dragon Balls. Zeno comes down and says that he liked the tournament, which inspires the idea of having a later one at some point. At the end, Beerus uses the wish from Super Shenron to restore the Earth from Universe 6, and then everyone goes back to their normal lives. But for Hercule, it's slightly less normal. He's gonna go back to more focused training with Whis so that he can do better in the next tournament as well. He announces to the world that he'll be taking a vacation to another planet and that he will return with more power than ever before. Due to him being off-world, Hercule will not make an appearance during the Copy Vegeta arc. There would also be no Gotenks since nobody knows the fusion dance, so Goten and Trunks would have to handle things themselves until Goku and Vegeta show up. After some time, we would see the return of future Trunks. He's being attacked by Goku Black, who will be the same in this version, just because I don't see why Zamasu would be interested in Hercule's body. But anyway, future Trunks along with Mai Videl and her daughter Pan would be the top figures of the Resistance. Pan is now a preteen, so she's been trained by her mother and Trunks. Being the daughter of two half Saiyans would make her one herself, so she is able to grow strength very quickly. By this time, she has achieved Super Saiyan 2 along with her mother and older brother figure. However, she is still the weakest of the three, since Videl and Trunks have been training as well. Because of this, she is mainly just being used for defending civilians or other non-key users in the Resistance. When Goku Black is about to kill future Bulma, Videl would intervene and try to stop Black. This one act saves future Bulma's life, allowing her to escape with Trunks to the past while Mai and Videl hold off Goku Black. By the way, the majority of the stuff that occurs in Trunks' timeline would stay the same, just with him having an easier time against Dabura after being helped by Shin. But anyway, Trunks and Bulma arrive in the past where they are met by present Bulma and the others. Beerus and Whis also show up with Hercule as well, as they're interested in what's going on all the time traveling. Future Trunks spars with Goku, though Super Saiyan 3 is not mentioned or used. Goku Black arrives in the past shortly after, and has a similar fight with Goku. Though with Black having more of an advantage, future Bulma knows that Black probably wants the time machine gone, so she and present Bulma start pushing it away during the fight. As he's being ripped away, Black notices this and shoots a ki blast, causing an explosion that kills future Bulma and damages the time machine. Luckily, it's not damaged as badly, and present Bulma wasn't in the blast radius, so she's mostly fine as well. However, this does make future Trunks angry at his mother's death, and the group attempts to comfort him as best they can. The sacrifice of future Bulma allowed the time machine to be fixed up rather than bringing in the one Cell had. This means that it's a quicker process. So after a day of Bulma fixing it up, the gang is ready to go to the future timeline to take Goku Black down. This is after Goku and Beerus investigate Zamasu, of course. Hercule tags along, wanting to test the results of his training, and also wanting to help Trunks as well. Due to their early arrival as well as the Resistance being generally stronger, Black wouldn't have gotten the attention of future Zamasu just yet, so he's gotta fight them off himself. Vegeta tries to have a go at Black, but is eventually countered with Super Saiyan Rose, causing Goku and Trunks to get involved. At the same time, Hercule rushed to get the injured Vegeta into the time machine and save his life, before also joining the battle against Goku Black. Hercule and Goku both utilize Super Saiyan Blue, while Trunks uses Super Saiyan 2 to try and take down their opponent, but Goku Black has grown so much power that they are unable to take him down. As they're on the back foot, Goku Black would begin doing a speech about how powerful he's become when a shot would hit him in the back of the head. It doesn't hurt at all, but it causes him to lose his footing due to him being off guard. He turns around angrily, narrowing his vision to a few buildings away, seeing future Mai with her arms raised. She yells fire, and a flurry of bullets come firing at Goku Black, but he tanks all of them and darts toward her. As he's about to reach her, he'd be kicked in both sides by future Videl and future Pan, both using Super Saiyan 2. Mai then aims her shotgun right at Goku Black's head, and the shells go flying as she fires multiple times. Once again, none of these attacks do any real damage to Black, but his arrogance is what causes them to make him stumble. He grabs Videl by the leg and swings her at Pan, launching the both of them into nearby buildings. Future Trunks gets infuriated at this and flies in to stop Black from doing any further harm to his allies. The two clash, but as Goku Black is winning, Goku jumps back in as well, only to be followed by Hercule. The three battle it out against this copy of Goku before Black eventually decides he's had enough. He goes all out and unleashes a powerful Kamehameha that forces all three of them to fire their own blasts. Even future Pan and Videl join in and provide what little power they can at this point, but they are all overpowered due to the insane amount of strength Goku Black has garnered throughout these fights. The blast launches them all back and leaves them injured. Luckily, future Yajirobe swung by as the Resistance distracted Goku Black further. This allowed him to help the gang get back into the time machine and escape into the past, just as a bright light appeared in the sky. But they are unable to make out exactly what it is. They make it back to the past, having failed their mission and being healed up with Senzu beans. They still haven't found any further ties to Zamasu besides a familiar energy in Goku Black, but Beerus and Whis still keep an eye on the Kai. This leads to Beerus erasing Zamasu like he does in the original show, and after that, the gang grabs Senzu beans and heads back into the future, believing that they might be able to win now that they're more prepared. prepared. They show up to the Resistance base only to find most of the soldiers wiped out and future Mai with a broken arm. Not to mention Videl and Pan are also very badly injured, barely being able to escape from the attacks. They inform them that Goku Black isn't on his own anymore. Hercule gives out the Senzu Beans to heal Mai and the others. After that, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Hercule, and Videl leave to confront Black and his new ally. However, Pan is upset that she isn't allowed to come with them and help, as she knows she's strong enough to do something. But Videl is too worried about her young daughter, and so she leaves her with Mai and the remaining survivors of the timeline. After leaving, the gang senses around to find Goku Black preparing to fight him once more. This time, he has future Zamasu on his side, so the 5 of them are going to have a pretty rough time. They know they have to work together to win, so they all go at them at once. Luckily, Videl had gained some strength during her previous fight with Black, just like Trunks did as well. This enables her to keep up in the battle to some degree and be decently useful. However, Goku Black and Zamasu have amassed so much power that they can manage to fend off all 5 of them. And Zamasu also has immortality, so that helps out quite a bit. Thankfully, Pan can sense that the gang isn't doing so well, so she came in to help them, which prompted Mai and what little remains of the Resistance to go after her and help save them as well. However, the Resistance was quickly taken down by Black and Zamasu, causing both Mai and Pan to be badly hurt once again. Seeing that gives future Videl a rage boost and also helps Trunks to unlock Super Saiyan Rage, and the two beat up Zamasu and Black together. Goku throws a few Senzu Beans to Mai and Pan as he, Vegeta, and Hercule leave in the time machine to get back into the past. And that's where we're gonna call it for this part. Let me know what you guys think about it and what you think will happen next in the Goku Black arc. This series is still quite a bit away from over, so don't worry, we've got a lot of content in store. And if you want to see more of it, be sure to like and comment and subscribe and all that other stuff too. But as always, tell me if you liked this part, tell me what you think will happen next, comment your requests for future videos, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, have a great day.